Let's be real, managing a project can feel like you're juggling deadlines, team members, tasks, and a budget all at the same time. It's organized chaos, right? But what if you could cut through all that noise with just a single glance? Well, today, we're diving into the essential toolkit for visualizing project progress, turning that complex data into clear, actionable pictures. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to talk about why seeing your project's data is such a game changer. Then, we'll get into the practical tools for mapping out timelines and tasks. After that, we'll look at how to visualize your team's actual workflow. And finally, we'll cover how to track that all-important resource, your budget. Let's jump in. All right, section 1. Seeing is believing. So why are we so obsessed with visuals in project management? It's actually pretty simple. In a world drowning in data, a single good chart can tell you more than a dozen spreadsheets ever could. This is the question that keeps project managers up at night, isn't it? At any given moment, are we on track? Are we ahead? Or are we, quietly falling behind? Without a clear visual answer, you're pretty much flying blind. And right here, this is the solution in its simplest form. The whole idea is to take all that raw data, all the timesheets, reports, and updates, and transform it into a single static picture. A snapshot that tells you not just where you are right now, but where you're headed. Okay, let's open up our toolkit and start with the tools that help us map out the most fundamental part of any project, time. First up, we've got a true classic, the Gantt chart. There's a reason this has been a project management staple for over 100 years. It just works. It's a simple bar chart that shows you what needs to be done, who's doing it, and when it's supposed to be finished. The real beauty of the Gantt chart is just how simple it is. You see that bar? That's a task. It's got a clear start date and an end date. And as your team gets work done, you just shade in the bar to show how far along you are. It basically becomes a living, breathing picture of your project's timeline. Okay, let's see one in action. So over on the left, you've got your team members, Gavin, Purdy, Justin. Across the top, you can see the timeline laid out in weeks. Those black bars show the plan for each task. And see that vertical line labeled today? That's our snapshot. It tells us instantly where we are right now compared to where we planned to be. Now, Gantt charts are perfect for all the nitty-gritty details, but sometimes you just need that high-level 30,000-foot view. That's where a simple project calendar or timeline comes in. It's perfect for showing key milestones to stakeholders who, frankly, don't need to see every single little task. All right, let's move on to our next tool. Gantt charts are great for knowing when things are supposed to happen, but our next method is all about how things actually get done. It's all about the flow of work. And that brings us to Kanban. The name literally means visual card. It was famously developed by Toyota, and it's built on a really cool idea. It's what's called a pull system. So instead of work being pushed onto the team pulls a new task in only when they have the capacity for it. It's all about creating a smooth, efficient flow. The whole Kanban method really boils down to these 4 deceptively simple principles. It's all about making work visible, not getting overloaded, keeping things moving smoothly, and always trying to get better. Let's quickly break them down. First things first, and this is the big one, you have to make the work visible. When everyone on the team can see the entire workflow, from the to-do list all the way to done, it just changes everything. Communication improves, collaboration gets better. There's no more guessing about who's supposed to be doing what. Now, this brings us to the second principle, and honestly, this is where the magic happens. Limit work in progress, or WIP. I know, it sounds a little counterintuitive. Shouldn't everyone be as busy as possible? Well, think of it like a highway. If you push too many cars on at once, you just get a traffic jam. By limiting WIP, you're creating a smooth, fast flow. It forces the team to finish work, not just start more work. And that improves both speed and quality. And that leads right into the third principle, focus on the flow. The goal isn't just to be busy. It's to get work moving smoothly from to-do to done. You're constantly looking for bottlenecks and ways to fix them, which naturally brings us to the fourth principle, continuous improvement. The Kanban board is a living thing. The team is always looking at it, learning from it, and finding ways to make that flow even faster and more efficient. Okay, so we've visualized our time, we've visualized our workflow. Now it's time for the third and maybe most critical piece of the puzzle, following the money. This quote right here, it absolutely nails it. A project that's on schedule isn't really a success if you had to burn through twice your budget just to get there.
You have to track both time and money, and visuals can definitely help here too. A great, simple tool for this is the cumulative expenditure chart. See that solid S-curve? That's your plan, your budget over time. And the dotted line, well, that's reality. That's what you've actually spent. If that dotted line starts creeping above the solid one, you know right away you're over budget. It's a really simple but powerful health check for your finances.
But here's the catch with that last chart. It only tells you about money. It doesn't tell you if you're actually getting work done. I mean, you could be under budget just because you haven't done anything yet. So to get a truly complete picture that combines both cost and schedule, we need to level up to a more powerful tool, earned value analysis. Now, this chart might look a little complicated at first, but stick with me because it is incredibly powerful. It tracks 3 key things all at once, giving you a total health check on your project. But to really get it, we need to know what those 3 lines mean. Okay, let's break this down. Planned value, or PV, is just your budget, what you planned to spend by a certain date. Actual cost, AC, that's easy. It's the money you've actually spent. But earned value, EV, now this is the genius part. It's the value of the work you've actually completed. So if you finished a task that was budgeted for $1,000, your earned value is $1,000. It doesn't matter if it actually cost you more or less to do it. By comparing these 3 numbers, you can see if you're on schedule, on budget, and getting the value you expected. So there you have it. We have looked at tools for visualizing time with Gantt charts, workflow with Kanban, and costs with expenditure and EVA charts. Each one gives you a different, powerful lens to see your project clearly. The big takeaway here is that you don't have to fly blind anymore. You can see your progress. So the only real question left is, which of these tools is going to bring the most clarity to your next project?